go to school because he was a lazy, useless kid. When his friends arrived to see him, Sun tried to give him a huge injection, but he told her that he was recovered and hurried out of the bed. Before long, they sat at the table together and decided to take their spiritual power test to measure their abilities. Chen decided to give it the first shot, and as he summoned his spiritual force, a powerful light ball appeared before them as a measure of his total spiritual strength. Meanwhile, in another high school, a group of students were taking the same test. As Liang Zheng summoned his own spiritual force, he was scored 1950 by the system, and the students thought he was a useless loser, so their leader Tang decided to show his own ability. As he drew his spiritual force, a powerful breeze blew across the room, and his number continued to rise on the system until he was raised to first position, and the students began cheering for him. On the other hand, Guo only managed to summon a tiny ball and tried hugging the ground as a punishment, but Chen restrained him. Sun suggested taking her own test another time, as she was afraid of wrecking the house, but the boys were eager to see her powers and managed to persuade her. By the time she was done, the system raised her to second position. When it was Wang's turn, he realized that he had no time to prepare himself for the test, and thought of using his littlest spiritual force to keep his full abilities hidden. However, as he began to summon his powers, the force of it nearly blew everyone away, and he barely managed to teleport the sun he created outside the Earth's orbit. By the time he was done, the system revealed that his score was uncountable, and decided to put him in first place. At the same time, in the opposing school, they noticed that Wang had taken first place on the test board, and thought the system was having a glitch because they could not believe the score with their own eyes. That night, as Guo tried hacking the system to reduce Wang's score, he decided to summon a password formation scroll. As the scroll appeared before him, he cast a spell around the room, hoping to find the password. By the time he was done, he realized that the password remained invisible, and angrily threw off his book. But Wang told him that the password was just 8 stars, and his dumb ass actually unlocked the computer. At the opposing school, Tang and another student had also hacked the system, hoping to find out if Wang's ranking was really a system glitch. However, they discovered that they could not find his score, and that a new hacker had infiltrated the system. At the same time, Guo noticed that Tang was in second place, and remembered that he used to bully him a few years ago. But at that moment, the system alarm was triggered, and the students tried quitting before they were discovered. However, a group of students entered the room, and realized that Tang's name had been changed on the system, but they thought that he had done it himself, and told him that he was a worthless loser. A few weeks later at the school, the teacher told the instructor that he intends to send Wang and his friends to a swords competition with the opposing school. They had lost the competition for 13 years in a row, and the teacher was hoping that Wang would be their good luck charm, who would finally help them to win gold medal. That evening, after school was over, the boys told Sun goodbye and began to head home.